Hello world, welcome to my channel, Proteus Augustus. I'm an artist, scientist, and American Constitutionist, and I was just trying to find a little piece out here in some of these Bureau of Land Management property. I'm sitting up here on the top of this peak almost, but there's a highway and then there's a waste treatment plant over here, so it's really not wilderness. Probably have to go up to Tahoe, right? But anyways, I figured I'd come up here and do a quick video because I haven't really reflected on a whole lot of what was going on. I'm not sure if I mentioned before, but the Monroe affair, I resolved in my favor. She managed to get away with some money because, I mean, there's just so much grift, going on around there. If people know that you're in a weak position, they try to take your stuff, and she took about $1,000 out of me. I beat her in court, but I got so many other things going on. I don't necessarily have the time to deal with her, but I could. And then, of course, the stuff that happened in the apartment up there in Denver was terrible. My apartment now is so much better. Way better. I have a separate kitchen. I have a walk-in closet. I got a nice bathroom, walk-in shower, washer, dryer, right? The problem is the neighborhood's a little shifty, right? Some things have happened here that, I'm not ready to address, but let's just say the eyeballs are still on me. And some things have happened here that, has my attention. Let's just put it that way, right? So what ends up happening is I ended up winning my disability case. And they said I was disabled back to 2016. I don't know if I mentioned that, but anywho, I didn't get paid all the way back to then. I retired in 2015 from my profession. Anyways, so I ended up getting a little bit of cash so that I could, start to rebuild my life, right? And the VA helped me a little bit with the HUD-VASH voucher. The problem is, if I knew that a year before, I only would have spent 2 years in Colorado, and I wouldn't have had to deal with all that grief as long as I did. But I got the HUD-VASH, and then I won my case, so really I'm pretty much self-sufficient. Even though I should still be on my voucher, it's only a couple of $100. The thing is that's important about that is this VA guy is doing the same thing. He, making decisions on my benefits. It's just ridiculous, right? I never gave up that benefit. It's supposed to go with me to Reno. The people here are telling me that he said that I gave it up voluntarily. When is this going to end? Let me tell you when it's going to end. So this guy, ends up smashed on the stairs of my apartment, not 10, 15 feet from where I lay my head at night. Didn't hear nothing. Bottom line is, someone, made mistaken me for him. It could be, he has enemies as it is. The guy did not commit suicide, and let me tell you how I know, because I wanted to know what happened. I went out there and I brought out the ruler and I measured it. The guy either jumped twice because the fatal blow was too far away from the staircase, and he had injuries on his body from the staircase, right? So he either jumped on the staircase, then got up and said, oh, that wasn't good enough, and then launched himself out farther, right? But that's not an accident. His glasses were 8 feet away, untouched. If you slip and fall down a staircase, you're gonna plant your face. I've seen plenty of drunks plant their face and didn't die. Okay, I mean, boom, just like that from a standing position. They'll break their glasses. They might puncture an eyeball or something, right? But they're not leaving brains on the sidewalk. That takes a certain amount of force. But anyway, he couldn't have landed on the stairs and have his head hit where the final blow was on the same incident. Unless somebody threw him on the stairs, then picked him up and smashed him again. 2 guys, 1 guy, who knows? I don't care. If there's a percentage, you got my attention. Okay? Go back and look at, I made playlists. Go back and look at law. And look at the cases that, happened on me since I've been here. Right? The federal government's not acting on the VA's crimes. Right? They think it's easier to follow me around, and get this. I paid for a law firm. I paid for an investigation. I gave them all the paperwork and everything. I secured them with a retainer, a cash retainer. These guys ain't talking to me. Right? I got them back in October. I figured, vacation, Christmas, whatever. They got out of business, right? Meanwhile, shit's still going down the pooper on me. Right? You see this right here? I bought this for my other bike that's still in Denver in case they fall off. A level 3A plus. You couldn't take this 120 and stab me with it. You can't stab me, hit me with a bat. You're in trouble. You're not going to do anything. Right? Plus it's certified to a 357. Right? I got people clocking me in Denver, block to block. Right? I got people pressing me in the alley. Right? Said, I'm done with this lease. I'm out of here. I didn't even tell anybody. I just got out of freaking Denver as fast and as clean as I could and as quiet as I could. Right? Look at my videos. I ain't the bad guy here. But then, so this guy shows up dead on the staircase. Now I got to get a firearm. Because even if there was 20% chance, that's mistaken identity. And I'm telling you, he had a beard down here, bald and black, fat black glasses like I have in some of my videos. If there's even a 20% chance, man, I ain't playing. Right? Other stuff has happened. Right? I ain't going to put my finger on that right now. But this is ridiculous. I get a bang on the door, 6 o'clock in the morning. I look out the window and the guy's laying there. I go outside. The cop asks me to identify him. I can't identify him. I don't know these guys. I just moved here. His faces, they roll him over. His brains fall out. I got pictures of that. Right? This is ridiculous. It's just these people, I don't know what's going on out here. Maybe it's the sun, the radiation, maybe drinking water from the mines, they're getting lead. But these people, believe me, are crazy out. These people will put you in the motherfucking ground. I'm standing out here basically in the middle of nowhere. Right? They could drop me right here. It's crazy. These people are crazy. All right. So now I got to expose these guys. Who's stopping my attorney, from calling me, telling me what he got? Very simple. Gave them everything. Names, dates. I got video. Everything you need. Everything. You just get on the phone and you say, hey, who died with this Jennifer Robinson? They can't cover that up. Right? That's the key. That guy that died with Jennifer Robinson. I need to move on with my life. Right? I can't be carrying that soul around with me all the time. Seeing this guy's brains fall out, that ain't a problem for me. Right? But Jennifer was an innocent person. Okay? And whatever these people did to lead her into the mountains, right? They're evil people. I don't care what they're in. Listen, make a mistake. You shouldn't have been there in the first place, right? An innocent woman dies, right? That crushed me, okay? But anyways, I've been all through that. out here, basically not far from the California border or the Pacific Ocean, right? And so I figure I'm going to get a firearm now because I'm going to flush these guys out, or flesh them out, however you want to call it, right? So I go to get a firearm. I'm blocked. I got no criminal record, right? A regular background check. I can't, I know, I've had plenty of them. They're pulling me aside. Somebody is stopping it. So now I basically have them by the ball sacks. Because now they're going to have to stand up and be recognized, right? Because I'm going to go to this federal court down there, and I'm going to call them in there because I'm going to sue the process itself. I'm not going to entertain their idea that I don't have a right to defend myself because somebody's concern overrides my rights. No. Their concern ends where my rights begin, okay? And every other man and citizen in this country. So now Ron has to go on trial over at the federal court. I got to find out who blocked it, and I'll guarantee dollars, pennies to donuts, or whatever you want to call it. Give yourself an advantage, man, that the VA is all over this, okay? Because they already committed crimes against me. And that's why I filed the application for a criminal complaint against the Veterans Administration, right? It don't matter if other people within the agency do their job, but I'm forcing them by not demanding, but I'm saying, let's go. Come on, why aren't you doing something, right? I come here, the VA wants to play the same games with me. These people actually think they're going to make things good by making a clown out of me, right? I'm your clown, right? Give me this, give me that. Oh no, it wasn't really a bad. Listen, anybody that fucking comes behind your back, right? It's all about them, right? They get all excited for surprises, even a surprise. It's all about them. It ain't about you. They want to fucking catch you off guard. Right, well, I'll tell you something. After that guy dropped, they stole my plant. 10 minutes. Right? I was watching that plant to see how long. I took my eyes off that plant for 10 minutes, right? And it was gone. Nice little plant, about, yay big. But that's watching close by. So anybody that's watching this, right? Any attorney or whatever I'm going to be dealing with, that's what you're going to be dealing with. It's ridiculous, right? These people have no right to say I'm anything. So now I sue them for as much as I can sue them, right? I don't care if it's a family member. I ain't seen my sister since 17, my brother since about 14. I ain't seen these people for years. They got no fucking... I paid them off. Like I said in the other videos, right? I sold my house. And Frank took a lot of money. At least $60,000. And I told him to give my sister what she was owed. Right? So, really. The whole thing is fucking ridiculous. There's nobody that can stop me from getting a firearm. So now I have to find out who these shadow people are. And these are the same people, right, that are covering up the crime. Right? The crime that they made over there in Pueblo against me. Right? You could call it up. I don't even know if the case is still active. That's why I hired this guy. Right? Because I'm too close to it. But you know something? A homicide has no statute of limitations on it. I don't care about motherfucking money. I never cared about no money. I want justice for Jennifer Robinson. And I want to be made whole for the suffering I had. Right? And I want to be made whole for my property and everything else. Right? This whole thing is ridiculous. Right? The whole thing is ridiculous. But anyways, so I'm starting to get some of my health back. You know what I'm saying? I'm surprised I didn't lose that much muscle tissue, but I was down to get this. I was down to 156. I was emaciated. Damages your brain. I got back into the apartment last April 22, right? And because I could start cooking my food and shit again, I start healing, right? My brain starts to heal. The trauma starts to go away little by little. I don't think it will ever go away because it kind of like programs your brain. I have never been through anything like that before. Like I said, that guy spilled his brains. That don't bother me, right? I mean, but this was mind-blowing. It was really hard for me, right? But I'm over that now. And so now I got another angle. Got to call them out in federal court. I want my firearm, right? These people can't hide, right? And I'll continue the battle because I need to move on with my life, right? I want to do my art. I keep getting pushed around. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm being stalked across state lines, right? By people now. I got eyeballs on me here. That's why I'm doing the video. It don't fucking make a difference. They already know I'm fucking here. It don't fucking matter, right? It's like, you know, something's wrong, right? But the crazy people around these streets here, they're pretty crazy, man. Guy tried to spray me with bug spray today over at Walgreens, right? I'm just trying to unlock my bike. Guy's going fucking mental. He's like, shoot me. I'm like, dude, you ain't that much of a, you know, threat, you know? I mean, you got the bug spray. I got away from the bug spray, man. Yeah, I'm getting away from that. That's like chemical poison. I'm not gonna fight, you know. I fuck that shit. You ain't that much of a threat to me. You're not. You're some crazy old guy with bug spray can. You know. Anyway, so I don't know how good this video is coming out. You know, the sun was shining pretty high. I got the phone on the back of my bike. So now I have to figure out how to get my other bike here. I got the ATV bike, 26-inch tires. And I need to get my canvases here, you know, so I can finish up the paintings I started in Denver. Meanwhile, I have to figure out, you know, bringing this case for my firearm, right? You know, so let's put Ron on trial. I'm cool with it. I mean, my history, I got a good history, man. Anybody sees what I've been through in my life, if they knew everything, I mean, we can just talk about the public record in Massachusetts. Those politicians are brutal, right? But they ain't smarter than me, right? You know, that's why they want to hurt you, because that's all they got. Donald Trump, listen, you're a blood brother. They got more counts on you than they did on me or other guys, right? But I know what it's like for them to make shit up. When you got them by the ball sack, and that's what you got them by. Because if you're president again, you got everything you need. Everybody knows these people are criminals. The only reason why they're getting away with it is because the system is letting it happen, and it's a travesty. It's a travesty that I can't talk to an FBI agent and be examined. It's a travesty when I went over to the federal court and they were treating it like it's a shrine, like they're priests, saying I can't even go into the freaking goddamn law library without consent from a judge. Listen, that's ridiculous, man. If somebody's in the library and isn't being, isn't being diligent, or they're being disrespectful to other people, right? Then you get their name and you kick them out and don't let them back in. But, you know, this idea that you got to vet every single person, never mind that. I can go over to the county library. But it's just, you know, their whole attitude, you know, that, you know, a person that steps forward to even want to talk to them is somehow the suspect in the situation, right? And I've had enough of it, really. I've had enough. So I'm going to be going to federal court, you know. I'm going to be starting it, and all of that shit with the VA is just going to get wrapped right into it, because I'm pretty sure that it's these VA people that are doing it. I'll bet dollars to donuts. or whatever. Right? I'll bet pennies to donuts. Or I'll bet, I don't know, how does that work? Donuts are like, what, $1? I'll bet $100 to $1. How's that? Anyways, you know, I'm not much of a gambler. That's why I don't come out. And over here, you know, what I like in the casinos is the food, right? That's what I like the casinos for. I ain't giving them my money. Why? That's harder than cash. But anyways, I'm getting healthier. Still got some eyeballs on me. I'm trying to deal with this so I can move on with my life. Right? But that's about it for now. Okay? Till next time. Think free, be free, and I added eat free.